Welcome to Agenda Edina, a program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. Design of a new Fire Station 2 in the Pentagon Park neighborhood is underway. The City Council last month provided city staff and project architect BKV Group non-binding feedback on a sketch plan for the project on West 76th Street. The existing office building on the site will be removed to make room for Fire Station 2, also referred to as a community health and safety center. The planned facility will provide operational space for the fire department and its public health division. The project is planned to be 2 stories and include community-focused indoor and outdoor spaces.
Throughout the feedback process, the community feedback, which was a meetings and online comment, we identified the need for a community space in that area. What that space is going to be is being developed right now by our design team, and we're getting continued feedback on that right now. But identifying the need for probably a meeting location and also an outdoor community space as well.
The site is 8 acres. Fire Station 2 would be located on the northern third of the site, with the remaining 2/3 available for future redevelopment. The city will make decisions on use of that land in the future. The initial phase of development would include the construction of Fire Station 2, along with replacement of the existing parking lot and hardscape, addition of native seed mix on disturbed areas, and restoring the existing wetland on the southwest corner of the site. The fire department is collecting community feedback on 2 design concepts, one that aligns more east to west and another that aligns more north to south. Feedback will be collected online at bettertogetheredina.org until April 9th. After the feedback is gathered, staff and project consultants will use it in the next design phase. Building and site plans are expected to be completed before the end of the year. The existing building would be demolished before the end of the year. Construction would begin in 2024 and is anticipated to be complete in mid-2025. 2 more roundabouts will be added to Eden Avenue this summer. The East Grandview Transportation Study identified improvements on Eden Avenue, Grange Road, and West 50th Street to improve the safety of cyclists and pedestrians, along with traffic safety and operations. One of the improvement areas is the intersection of Eden and Grange. 2 roundabouts will be constructed at this intersection. The project will be paid for with tax increment financing funds collected from the district, created with the Maison Green redevelopment on the former Perkins site.
So right behind me we'll have 2 roundabouts built adjacent to each other, and it's really another step in meeting the goals of the Grandview guiding principles. One of the main goals of this project is to support the pedestrian network, to improve the safety for pedestrians to walk through this corridor. Today there's a big wide intersection and it's a long ways to cross. After those roundabouts there'll be short little crossings with a refuge island. So really pedestrian safety is the #1 priority of this project.
SM Henches and Sons will build the roundabouts. Wilson Road south of Eden could be closed in early May, and the entire intersection could be closed in early June after school is out for the summer. The project is required to be completed by the end of August before school starts in the fall. If you think potholes have been especially bad this year, you are right. The roller coaster temperatures are damaging roads and making permanent repairs impossible for now. That hasn't stopped city street maintenance crews from using a temporary solution. Edina TV shows us how those dreaded spring potholes are being patched.
Winter doesn't give way to summer without the guarantee of messy roads.
Yeah, there's winter and then pothole season.
It's a crater-sized problem across the state.
This is a drastically worse spring than we've had in a number of years. It's when it freezes at night and it thaws during the day, that moisture gets in the cracks and then it pops it as soon as it freezes again.
Unlucky for us, that cycle has continued for weeks, and until it ends, a fix is only temporary.
It's temp because it doesn't have the hardening agents in it, the asphalt cement, so it stays pliable, and it's the only thing you can use in Minnesota when it's 20 degrees out.
For those colder temperatures, city street maintenance crews are using what's called cold mix.
We're just trying to keep the road safe until we can get more permanent patches later in the spring here.
When residents report potholes, crews like this will work to fill them as soon as they can.
They keep the requests coming in, add comments and say, hey, there's a number of potholes here.
But don't worry, the seasonal bump or bumps in the road do lead to brighter days ahead.
So in April, if it starts getting real nice and things start drying out, the snow melts back behind the curb lines, we can start putting asphalt in these holes, compacting them, and they stay in there.
A difficult time of year, made more tolerable, one shovel at a time. I'm Dan Carpenter for Edina TV.
To report potholes in the city, visit edinamn.gov and click on Report a Concern, or download the Edina 311 app, available for both Apple and Android smartphones. As a reminder, a 0.5% local sales and use tax went into effect April 1st. Revenues will fund capital improvements at Braemar Park and Arena and Fred Richards Park. The 0.5% sales tax applies to taxable retail sales made within Edina. Local use tax applies when you buy items or services for business or personal use in the local area. We hope you're enjoying these early days of spring. Thank you for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.